Oh, hello. Good morning. Welcome. And this is Keith from English Speaking Success and the Keith Speaking Academy. Welcome to today's live lesson. It's all about friends, which means we're going to be looking at the language, the vocabulary, the grammar, some idioms on the topic of friends so you can speak more confidently on this topic. And if you're taking IELTS, face the IELTS examiner with confidence. But listen, let's get started with a little bit of this. Hello, my friends. How are you? It is so nice to see you. Welcome to today's lesson. I'm very excited as always, but I'm particularly excited today because this week my father, who is 90, has been in Santander with me. We've been having a great time, he's been sleeping a lot, but we've also been going out, looking at the city a little bit, looking at the sea, the beach. He can't walk very much, but it's been great fun. So I'm really happy for that, but I'm also happy to be here with all of you. And today we've got this topic of, what have we got the topic of? Friends, which is a really nice topic. We're going to be looking at lots of language and especially spoken language you can use to talk about this topic, so that you can become a more confident speaker, right, of English. It's an interesting topic. It's one that's very common in IELTS speaking, not only in part 1, but sometimes in part 2 or part 3. You have to talk about somebody you know. Sometimes it's a friend. So there'll be lots of really useful language in today's lesson. I'll go through today's lesson plan. The lesson lasts about 1.5 to 2 hours. If you're new, you're like, oh my God, that's so long. Hopefully, it will go at a very nice pace and you will enjoy the lesson a lot. Who is here with me today? Let's see. We've got Julia all the way from Myanmar. Hello. I'm just going to highlight some of you here. Let me take it a little bit smaller. We've got Spirited Suyuju from Nigeria. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Roya is here. We've got Kutix as well. Who have we got? We've got from Kazakhstan. Lovely, lovely to see you here. And also from Kyrgyzstan as well. Umad, great. Diadi from Bologna, just around the corner. Coconut, interesting name, from Vietnam. Nice to see you here as well. And Sho Jackson from Uzbekistan. Recently, I did a video with Diobek, who was a student and teacher from Uzbekistan. It's a really nice video. Great IELTS conversation. Check it out if you can. Clara is back. It's great to see you. It's funny because I know you've been away, but the picture of your baby is the same. Great. Monica from Rome. Buongiorno. Nice to see you here. Great to see you here as well. We've got Wifak all the way from Iraq as well. Lovely to see you here. So listen, people all over the world. Zar from the Philippines. It's so good to see everybody here. I hope you're looking forward to this lesson. We'll be talking all about friends today. Okay, so I guess a good place to start is for me to just go through what we're going to do today, right? Here's the plan, the plan of attack. Friends, a lot of you think about these guys when people say Friends, right? The great sitcom, which is still very, very popular, it seems. A lot of people still watch it and learn English with Friends. And why not? Why not indeed? So today, I'm going to begin looking at the vocabulary of this topic. We're looking in particular at the word families. Going to be looking at word families. What do I mean? I mean nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, word families, right? And collocations. So collocations are 2 or sometimes 3 words that usually go together, right? So we'll be doing that. In addition, After vocabulary, we'll be looking, hello guys, welcome. We'll be looking at activities you do with friends. Maybe you like dancing, maybe you like walking with your friends. We'll be finding out the activities you do. We're going to play bingo. This is a listening bingo, so it will test your listening skills, but also see how good you are at bingo today. We'll find out, right? 3 in a row. A lot of students have asked me questions about the gold course, so I just want to spend a short time in the middle of today's session mentioning the gold course. This is my online course for IELTS speaking, although a lot of students, some students are not IELTS students. They just enjoy developing their speaking skills in a fun way, and we do that on the gold course. So I'll talk a little bit about the gold course and some questions and answers. After that, I want to look at idioms today, because idioms are really fun, interesting, colorful. Native speakers use them a lot. So things like, we are on the same wavelength. Wow, what does that mean? We're on the same wavelength. We'll be finding out later on in today's lesson. I also will do a short model answer for one of the IELTS speaking questions on this topic. That will be interesting. And we finish, as always, with Kahoot, which is a fun game. So make sure you're not sleeping or dozing or napping in today's class. Stay awake, and I'll be testing you at the end on some of the vocabulary we've learned in today's class. Okay? So that is the plan. I hope it sounds good to all of you guys. What do you think? Just give me a thumbs up if you think it sounds like a nice plan. Great. I'm just seeing who's in here. Ayodele says, I'm happy to be here. I am happy that you are here. We've got some interesting people flying the flag. I'm not sure if it's American or Uzbekistan, maybe both of them. Who knows? Asraful, hello. Mohammed from Bangladesh, great to see you here. And Honey, namaste. Nice to see you as well. Excellent. Now then, let's... oh, great. I've got all your thumbs up. Pradeep says, what topic is actually getting today? Pradeep, you've arrived late, I'm guessing. So I will forgive you. But Pradeep, the topic is friends, all right? We're talking about friends. Excellent. Good. Let's start then. Let's get straight in talking about the vocabulary, okay? Not that one, but this one. IELTS speaking vocabulary friends. So I'm going to test you, first of all, right? I want you in the chat box, just whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, just type the word to the answer. So fill in the gap with 1 or 2 words. So you write number 1, ba ba ba, number 2, ba ba ba, right? And then fill in the gap that way. Just get rid of the friends. So put in your answer. I'll give you just a minute or 2. I'll put in some relaxing music in the background. And just write down, fill in the gap with 1 or 2 words. Let's see what you get. Marina, that's more than 2 words. Wow, very organised. Nice to see you, my love. Friend or friends for the Excellent. Great. Lots of great answers there. So I know a lot of people, but I only have a few. So most people said friends, right? Which is absolutely great. Friends. That would be the most obvious answer. I only have a few close friend. Now, is it friend or friends? But of course, it's a few. So even though it's a few means two or three or four. Actually, not two, 3 or 4 or 5, right? Two would be a couple. So 3 or 4 or 5, a few friends. It must be friends, right? It has to be in the plural. Close friends, friends. Anything else we've got? Close friends, friend. Make sure it's plural, friends. Soulmates. I only have a few soulmates. That's an interesting one. So I like that, soulmate. So soulmate is like the perfect person for you, the perfect friend. Often no, that's not true. Sometimes we talk about soulmate like when you're in love with a person, but not necessarily. You can have a really good friend is a soulmate. Your soul is your spirit. It's more than your body, it's your soul. It's like a deep friendship, right? Soulmates. Very nice. That was lovely. Nice. I like it. Really, really nice. Is it tan tai? I'll try and pronounce it right. Interesting ideas. A few of them. I know a lot of people, but I only have a few of them who I really trust. Yeah, a few of them. That would be a nice answer as well. Great. Minawati, thank you for that. Very clever. I like it. What else? Friends, people. People, it's a bit strange. I know a lot of people, but I only have a few people. That repetition is a bit strange. It's possible, but it's not perfect, right? Number 2, you can say, do you find it easy to... Yeah, the most common is going to be make friends. In fact, I think that's it, to make friends, right? We talk about make friends. Avaz Beck says make some, you could also say, because it can be more than one word. Make friends, make some friends. Acquire, it's hard to acquire friends. It doesn't quite sound right? Acquire English, acquire a language, acquire a skill, but acquire a friend, not really. No, make, I think, is going to be the one, yeah? Find. Do you find it easy to find friends? You could say that. Yes, you could say find friends, yeah. Have, do you find it easy to have friends? It's a strange question, right? Grammatically possible, but a very strange question. Make, yeah, good. Any others? I'm just checking any other ideas you've got. I think everybody has come up with make. Yeah, excellent. Wow, so many comments. There's too many to read. Gain some friends. Do you find it easy to gain friends? Gain, Alan. Again, not really. Not gain a friend. No. To get friends. Do you find it easy to get friends? Marcos, this is get. It's a bit strange because it sounds like you're collecting coins or collecting photos. Do you find it easy to get friends? It doesn't sound right. No. So great ideas, and thank you so much for suggesting different ideas, because that is how you improve your English. To try new things, find out what's good, what's not so good, what sounds right, and here we go. That's it. Let's leave it there. Okay, brilliant, very, very nice. Let's move forward then. I had these. I know a lot of people, but I only have a few mates. So these are synonyms of friends, right? I only have a few mates who I really trust. That's very much a British, it's a GB, it's a UK expression, I think, mates. Pals, I only have a few pals I can trust, or buddies. Pals and buddy are a bit more American. But I think, with Netflix, it's become common in the UK as well. So friends, mates, pals, buddies, all of these are particularly informal English, right? Mate, pal, buddy is informal, colloquial English, but great for IELTS speaking, right? You want conversational English and make friends. All right, nice, good. Let's move on. So I talked about word families. Do you remember? We're going to look at the noun, verb, adjectives. Friend is a noun. For a friend, we can say a pal, a buddy, a mate. You can say my bestie, right? This is quite common for young people. It's informal. My bestie is my best friend. So bestie from best, my best friend, my bestie. I wouldn't say that because I'm a bit older. A bit older, yes, just a bit older. My daughter would say that. She's 16, right? Oh, my bestie, we're meeting up for coffee in town. An acquaintance is an interesting word, right? An acquaintance is someone you know, but it's not really a friend. So we often say people know lots of people, right? At work, maybe you know 10, 20, 30 people. And they are acquaintances or colleagues, but maybe only a few are close enough to be a friend. And that's usually the case. So acquaintance. Notice the pronunciation. It's the schwa, quay, way, as in way, the way. Acquaintance. Altogether, acquaintance. Good. Practice with me, right? Practice speaking aloud. Don't worry about everybody on the train as you're commuting to work. Practice with me. So, an acquaintance. We've got as an uncountable noun, friendship, right? Friendship it's the noun, it's the quality of being a friend, right? The quality of being a friend. Friendship is important for everybody, right? Muhammad Ali, do you remember Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer? What does he do? He dances like a butterfly, he stings like a bee. Was that it? Muhammad Ali, famous boxer, Cassius Clay, and he said, friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. Wow, beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful quote from Muhammad Ali. Friendship. Marina, hello. Nice to see your comment. Okay, good. We've got friendly, the adjective. Friendly just means kind, pleasant, behaving like a friend, right? You go to the shop and the shop assistant can be very friendly. They can be kind and pleasant. So the word friendly can also be a noun. And this is a game that's played for enjoyment. It's not competitive. It's not to win. It's just like between friends, even though they may not be friends. So, for example, sometimes in the Premier League, in the summer, when the league has finished, if you don't follow football, I'll give a better example. But for football fans, often in the summer, different teams will play together, and it's just a friendly game. It's a way to enjoy the match. Man United have a friendly next week against Liverpool. Okay. We talk about friendly, use it as an adjective with a particular noun or a thing. So particularly child-friendly. So this is a child-friendly park. It means it's good for children. It's safe. It's good for children. A family-friendly restaurant is a restaurant that is set up for families and for children. So maybe there's a play area for the children. Maybe there's an area for the the older people to sit quietly. You know, it's established for family people. Family friendly, child friendly. Those are the most common ones, I think, yeah, that we use. Collocations, we talk about a best friend, as I mentioned, a bosom friend. Your bosom is your chest. So a friend who is close to you on your bosom is a bosom friend. A close friend, a bosom friend. Okay. A good friend. So all of those really are very, very similar. Best friend, bosom friend, close friend, good friend. They're very, very similar in meaning. You may also have a family friend, which means they are a friend of your family. We have the expression, so he's a good friend of mine. So often when we talk in English, you may say, he is a good friend. But to sound a bit more natural and maybe a bit more sophisticated, yeah, he's a good friend of mine. You're emphasizing is my friend. He's not a friend of my brother or a friend of my wife. He's a good friend of mine. That's a nice expression to use, right? A long-standing friend, you can imagine, it's a friend for a long time. Somebody you have known for donkey's years. Somebody you have known for many, many years, a long-standing friend. Again, nice expressions to use. In addition, we've got this one, a fair weather friend. You may have heard the expression before. A fair weather friend is a person who stops being your friend when you have problems. So when everything's great, everybody's happy, they're your bosom friend. But as soon as you have a problem, they go away. They don't want to know. A fair weather friend, right? A fair weather friend. Good. Sudhir talking about a fair weather friend. Great. Layla. Hi, Layla. Nice to see you. You are a friendly and welcoming teacher. Great. Great. Okay, this is interesting. Pradeep, thank you for this. This is really interesting. Keith plays a friendly live YouTube English learning session. Yes, he plays a friendly live YouTube English. So friendly here, Pradeep, means kind and pleasant. Yeah? Kind and pleasant. It doesn't mean a friendly, because a friendly must be something that is usually competitive, but isn't today. So I don't do a friendly on YouTube, right? Because I'm not competing, right? But I can have as an adjective, Pradeep, yes, a friendly live English learning session. So meaning kind and pleasant. Thank you very much, Pradeep. That's really interesting. Great. Good. What else have we got? Talking about making friends. I like to make friends. There was an interesting expression I just saw from somebody about forging friendships, and I can't find it. I think it was Adele, but to forge friendships. I can't find it, but thank you for it. I have forged a lot of friendships. It means to make, basically, right? To make deep or strong friendships. Whoa. Autocorrect, thank you. To forge is what you do with metal when you melt metal and you change the shape. So it's very powerful. So to forge a friendship is to really make a deep and a strong friendship. I like to make friends. Sometimes we say to win friends. Have you heard of that book? See if I can find it. There's a famous book, To Win Friends and Influence People. Let me see if I can find it. To Win Friends. Yeah, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You may have heard of this book, How to Win Friends. So in English, you can say to win a friend, but the meaning of winning a friend is actually is more about making a strategic friend. So down here, it's about doing nice things to get someone to like you. Let me come back in the picture. Right? So to win a friend, it's about when you do something nice because you want somebody to be a friend. So sometimes at work, we talk about winning friends. So I will do some good work, be very nice and polite to somebody only because I want their friendship. So it may not be very natural. It may not be a long-term friendship, but to win a friend in business and work is quite a common expression, right? A way to talk about it. Often we say the negative. You're not going to win any friends saying offensive things like that. So if you do bad things to upset people, to make people angry, you're not going to win any friends, right? That's a very, very common kind of expression, right? Sometimes at work, you get people who are not very friendly, and you say, you know, if you're always angry, you're not going to win any friends. Okay. There you go. So you've got different ways of talking about making friends, forging friendships. Yeah, don't forge a friend. You forge a friendship, right? It must be forge a friendship. You can't forge a friend. It sounds like you're putting your friend in the fire to melt them. No. Let's see what you're saying. Let's see. Oh, you're going too fast. Keith, it seems you're a big fan of football. Do you know, Davronov, I like football a bit. I'm not really a big fan. My whole family are big football fans, but I watch the occasional football match. Yeah, but I use a lot of examples because I think a lot of my students are football fans. Right, great. Maria, it looks like you've done an amazing list. Companions, allies, confidants, pals, mates, buddies, chums. An amazing list of synonyms. There's a lot there, right? The thing to do with lists of synonyms is be very, very careful. Make sure you check in the dictionary the subtle differences in meaning, right? Companion is much more formal. Pal, mate and buddy and chum are much more informal. Peers is not a friend, right? That's not a synonym. So that really shouldn't be in the list. A peer is somebody at the same level as you. So Maria, thank you for sharing. Great. But for everybody and yourself, always check the differences in meanings in the dictionary to make sure you understand the difference, right? Brilliant. Great. When you can work with device easily, it's friendly. Yes. So sometimes there's a very nice expression here, actually, Mohsen. We say it's user friendly. It's user friendly, which means the person using it finds it easy. You can say this website is user friendly. The iPhone is sometimes user friendly, right? Nice expression. I like it. Thank you very much for sharing. Finally, just talking about circles of friends. So you may have a circle of friends. So even though it's not a literal circle, right? It's an idiom. It means some friends. There's me, there's John, there's Matthew, there's Maria. We're a circle of friends. A close circle of friends means that you are very close, right? Obviously. You can also say, I have a handful of close friends, a handful. So that's normally 5 or 4 or maybe 3. A handful of close friends. For example, I'm pretty shy and introverted, so I just have a handful of close friends. The opposite is to have a wide circle of friends. So this means a lot of friends, right? It's a very wide circle. There's John, there's Matthew, there's Maria, there's Colin, there's Betty, there's David, there's Ignacio, there's a wide circle of friends. So it's a lot of friends, right? You know a lot of people. Maybe acquaintances, maybe friends. You might say, for example, I'm quite a gregarious person. Gregarious? Social? Extrovert? I'm quite a gregarious person, so I have a wide circle of friends, right? Gregarious meaning extrovert, let's say. Extroverted, the adjective. I'm quite a gregarious person, so I have a wide circle of friends. Okay. Good. Nice word. Say it with me. Gregarious. Can you say that? It's a lovely word, meaning extrovert or social, right? Gregarious. I think it goes gregarious. 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 And your friends or acquaintances at work are going, what is he doing? Excellent. Good. Let's see how we're doing. Where are we up to? Maftuna says, I have a close circle of friends who always help me in difficult situations. Lovely. Very, very nice. Yes. Let me just add in, Maftuna, in difficult situations. Lovely. Like it. Yeah, very good point. I think there are plenty of vocabularies should be noted even in the comments. I agree. There's lots. I don't have time to capture all of them, but great. Let's have a look. Social animal has a wide circle of friends. Yes. Nozilla says, despite having very nice English, very nice, Nozilla. Despite having a shy nature, I have a wide circle of friends. I like that. Nice. Very, very nice. Domenico says, I used to have a wide circle of bosom buddies. Lovely. Many years ago, as I was quite a gregarious and social butterfly. Lovely. But now I take in the joy of having a handful of close pals. Domenico, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful English. Very, very nice. I love it. Excellent. Josh is asking, is there lost have in the sentence, I just handful of friends? Correct, Josh. You need have. I have, or I just have a handful of friends. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. What's up next? Let's have a look. We've been looking at, right, friends. Vocabulary we've been looking at. I want to move on next, right? To talk. Stop. To look at activities with friends. What are the kind of things we do with friends? Okay. So let's do that together. Let me just switch camera. It's good, right? I just shake my head and the camera switches. Da-dum, and then I go boom, and I get you over there on that side. What do you get up to with your friends? What do you get up to? Get up to means what do you do? What do you do with your friends? Before you answer, let me just give you some very simple templates, right? You can say, we often, sometimes, occasionally, blah, 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 blah. We occasionally go to the cinema. We sometimes go to the cinema. We often go to the cinema. If it's a habit, you can say we will, right? So this is not the future. This is a habit. For a habit. We will go to the cinema every Friday. Notice? Repeated habit. We will go to the cinema every Friday. We'll hang out on the beach. We'll go for a walk in town. We will normally becomes wheel, the same pronunciation as in a wheel on the car. We'll go to the cinema, right? Or we tend to. You can say we tend to. Again, something that you typically do or often do. Not always, but often. We tend to go to the beach. We tend to have coffee. We tend to go to Starbucks. Okay? Different ways. So some simple templates. Tell me in the chat what you guys get up to with your friends. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm going to share in a minute. Okay, let me start sharing, and I might make some corrections as we go along with some interesting ideas. I usually hang out with them and rambling around the city. Right, I usually hang out, because it's hang out, then you need the same, ramble around the city, right? Hang out, ramble around the city. Daniela, great to see you. We usually go to a restaurant for dinner on Saturday night. Perfect. Olga, we tend to go to the escape room and after that having a drink. Again, it's the same thing, right? If we say we tend to go, after that have, you must keep the same tense. If it's infinitive, keep the same tense. We tend to go and after that have a drink, right? Lovely, nice. What else have we got? We tend to visit the art shop. Nice, good. We often held a family gathering together. Okay. You've put it in the past tense. We often held. Maybe that was a past habit. That's fine. You would probably say in the present, we often hold, right? We often hold a family gathering. Because the question was, what do you get up to, right? The question's in the present tense, so it's better to answer in the present tense. Daisy Angrazzi says, we tend to go Pizza Hut. We tend to go to, remember, to Pizza Hut. We tend to go to Pizza Hut. That's nice. Every now and again. We've got from Ellie, we occasionally go to coffee. Interesting. So to go to have a coffee, or even better, to go for coffee. We occasionally go for coffee. Nice, Eli. Great. Zainab says we will chat every day. Perfect. Nayam says we used to hang around a lot now, only occasionally. We used to hang around a lot. Now only occasionally meet and go to the park. So you're saying in the past and now, we used to hang around a lot. I think just to make it clearer, but now we only occasionally meet and go to the park. Yeah, good. Because you're too busy, right? Milav says we often watch a movie. We will go for a casual hangout. Nice. Very nice. Yes. Shooters, we will meet on a daily basis. Lakmira, I will play cricket with friends at evening. At the get confused. It's so difficult. At evening, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, right? In the evening. Lagmira, I had to focus. I will play cricket with friends in the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon. At is at night, right? Oh, why is English so strange? Monica, we often go on holiday together. Lovely, nice. What else have we got? Just take one more. Mariam, great one here. My bosom friend Sohaila and I are on the same wavelength. Clever. In other words, we have a lot in common. Perfect. For one, we tend to watch movies. Yeah. Mariam, beautiful English as always. Very, very nice. Excellent. Some really nice expressions there. Good. So activities with friends. Let's move on. I'm just going to share some common phrasal verbs to talk about activities. We often say to hang out with friends. That means to meet and spend time. Right? Time together. So to hang out, phrasal verb, by the way, is a verb plus a preposition or an adverbial particle like out, in, on, away. To hang out, notice because it's friends, it's to hang out with friends. But you can also say to hang out together. We hang out together. I hang out with my friends. We hang out together. To meet up is just to meet, but you know, spoken English, we love phrasal verbs. We use them all the time. If you can put up, you add up, right? To meet, meet up. I'm going to eat my food, eat up my food. To meet up with friends, right? It just means to meet. To catch up with a friend is to meet and talk about your latest activities, right? Basically, that's what it means. To meet and talk about the latest news, about the latest news in your lives. Okay, so this is to catch up, again, to catch up with a friend. I catch up with a friend. We catch up with each other. And you can catch up on. You can even have catch up on 2 prepositions for the price of 1. To catch up on the news. To catch up on the latest news. Right? It's the typical thing, right? Oh, did you know that last month I got married? Really? Yeah. And then we had a child? No. Yeah. And now the child's grown up and gone to school? Really? All that in a month? Yes. To meet and talk about the latest news in your lives, to catch up with. And sometimes, unfortunately, you may fall out with someone, right? Fall out, you can imagine, right? To fall, you're 2 friends together. Bam, bam, bam. To fall out. It means your friendship ends or you separate. So to fall out is not only, no, well, actually, it can be with a kind of husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, but even friends who are close, they can fall out. I can fall out with my friend because my friend did something I didn't like. You can fall out with someone. Normally, it's a temporary separation. It's a temporary, just for a short time, you don't speak to each other, right? We have fallen out. You know, he borrowed my car, he crashed it, he hasn't done anything to repair it. We have fallen out. If you come back together, you make up. To make up with someone, right? So to fall out is to, to stop being friends. Help. I type too fast. Usually for a short time. And to make up with someone is to become friends again. So the two go together. Fall out, make up. Last week I fell out with my friend, but this week we have made up. Okay? Got it? Great. Brilliant. Let's see. Romelia. Forge friendships. I remember now. Romelia. Drift apart. Yes. To fall out with someone. To drift apart. It's a good one. With a T, Romelia. To drift apart is slowly over time. It's where two friends separate slowly. Sometimes you have a friend who goes to live in another city. You contact each other less and less. You don't hang out. You rarely meet up. You never catch up with each other. You drift apart slowly. Fall out is boom, sudden. Boom, fall, sudden, right? Drift apart is a slow separation. Very nice. Great. Lovely. Emad, thank you very much for the comment. Naeem says the last meeting didn't go as planned and this led to the fallout. Yep, it can be a noun as well. However, now we made it up. Great, great. Okay, Mohsen, fall apart is something different. It's a very different thing to fall apart. It has many meanings. If your plan falls apart, your plan doesn't work, basically. That's one example. All right, excellent, good. Let's switch for a moment and see where we are in our lesson. We've been looking at activities, right? Where are you, my friends? Activities with friends. Let's move on and look at bingo. Time for a bit of bingo. Time for a bit of fun. So bingo is, what we're going to do is the following, right? Let me show you over here. You know bingo, right? You get 3 in a row. So we're going to listen. Well, you, not me, you are going to listen to this person talking about activities he does with friends. As you listen, mark a box when you hear the exact words in it, right? So here are the boxes. Here, this is the boxes, okay? Bum, 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 bum. So if you hear the person says, well, my friend John is a great mate, then you hear mate, then just mark in your head somewhere, just mark mate. That's I'm going to mark it, right, by just marking the color of the cell. So I might do that. I might mark it in that color. And if you hear friend, then you go to, you mark again. And if you get 3 in a row like that, then you type bingo in the chat. Okay, so as soon as you get 3 in a row, you type bingo. You may get 3 diagonal as well. That's possible. So if you get 3 diagonal, type bingo, right? Any kind of, basically any kind of 3 in a row, just type bingo and we'll check later what the answer is. Okay. When you type bingo, it's a good idea to type the 3 words as well. What were the 3 boxes? Okay. Great. Excellent. Good. So we've got, I'm going to play the listening. Just before I begin, just make sure that you're ready. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to listen. Okay? Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I'm also just going to to listen. Okay. Okay, we've got a few thumbs up. Excellent. Excellent. Let's do it. Let's start listening. Here we go. After 3. 1, 2, 3. When I was a teenager, I used to hang out with a bunch of friends and we would sit in the park or maybe go for a coffee together. There'd be a lot of banter and we would tell each other stories or jokes. Nowadays, though, I tend to meet up with just 1 or 2 friends and, we'll catch up on the latest happenings. We might confide in each other, maybe share something more personal about our lives or family. Bum, 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 bum. Right, I'm going to play it one more time. Let's do it one more time. It was a bit quiet at the start. When I was a teenager, I used to hang out with a bunch of friends and we would sit in the park or maybe go for a coffee together. There'd be a lot of banter and we would tell each other stories or jokes. Nowadays, though, I tend to meet up with just 1 or 2 friends and, we'll catch up on the latest happenings. We might confide in each other, maybe share something more personal about our lives or family. Oh, there we go. Great. We got lots of bingos coming in. Loads of bingos. Bingo, 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 bingo. Manly says bingo. Friend catch up, meet up. Friend catch up, meet up. Interesting. Naweti says hangout, catch up on personal. Coconut, meet up, catch up. Meet up, catch up. Ah. Okay. Oluwasan. Bingo. Friends meet up and catch up on. Friends meet up and catch up on. Ah, interesting. Bingo here, bingo here. Vadim says hangout, catch up on and personal. Friend, catch up, meet up. Wow, there's lots of different ones. Hangout, catch up on personal. Bingo from Chennai. Fast facts. Hangout, catch up on personal. Okay, the answer is hangout, catch up on and personal. That's the answer, right? You're right that meetup does appear. Yep. So there's also meetup, but the line of 3, hangout, catch up on, personal. Excellent. Well done to all of you. Well done to all of you who got the right answer. Very nice. Excellent. Good. So just let me have a look at that, what was said. You can read it as you listen. It'd be good listening practice, and just see it one more time. When I was a teenager. Hang on a moment. When I was a teenager, I used to hang out with a bunch of friends and we would sit in the park or maybe go for a coffee together. There'd be a lot of banter and we would tell each other stories or jokes. Nowadays, though, I tend to meet up with just 1 or 2 friends and, we'll catch up on the latest happenings. We might confide in each other, maybe share something more personal about our lives or family. Great. Yeah, that's it. Excellent. Okay, very, very good. I think it's also interesting to notice the tenses that I'm using here, right? Notice the tenses and pronunciation. when I was a teenager, I used to hang out with a bunch of friends. Nice, right? A group, a bunch of friends. We would, talking about the past, so used to, we would sit in the park. There'd be, so there would be, there'd be a lot of banter. Banter is just talk, friendly talk. And then I switch to nowadays and it becomes the present tense. Tend to, remember, tend to meet up. We will, habit, we will catch up on. We will catch up on the latest news, or happenings is a nice word. Instead of news, you can say happenings as a noun. We might, possibility, we might confide in each other, share something more personal. So notice the tenses, how you can use different tenses for the past and also different tenses down here for the present as well. Okay, great, lovely, very, very nice. That was the listening bingo. You've done very, very well, my friends. Very, very well. Okay, let's see. Great. We're all there. We're all there. What's next? Next is bum bum bum. Oh yes. So the gold course. Yeah, we've done the bingo. The gold course question and answers. So I'm just going to take 5 or 10 minutes, not a long time, just to tell you a bit about the gold course. If you like the YouTube videos, if you like the live lesson, we have more live lessons in the gold course. It's a complete system for preparing for the IELTS speaking test. It will develop your speaking skills overall, so you become a more confident speaker of English. And also, it will help you prepare for the IELTS test so you can face the examiner with confidence and ace the speaking test, right? Now, this is distracted. This is something that we have on the website, on the Keith Speaking Academy. I'm just going to show you very, very briefly so you know where it is and where to find it. Okay. If you go to the website, the Keith Speaking Academy, it's at keithspeakingacademy.com. You'll see in the top corner online courses, or you can just click here, join my gold course, and you'll find out a lot more information about the course here, right? There's a lot of information. So some questions that people have asked me about the course. First of all, they asked me, what's the difference between the YouTube videos and the gold course? So the YouTube videos are random videos. There's no order. There's no organization. The course is a structured step-by-step system. It takes you through exam strategy, through model answers, part 1, part 2, part 3. And there's a system to follow. There's even a study guide day by day on what you can study and follow. Secondly, YouTube has adverts. The course doesn't. And YouTube is a distraction. You watch a video, then you watch somebody else's, then you watch something about cats, and then something about personal finance. It's very, very distracting. The course is on a separate platform. It's on my website, and it's very, very focused, right? So that's the main difference. I think it's an important difference. Different from YouTube. Right? So it's a structured course, no adverts, no distractions. Basically, I think that's the easiest way to explain it, right? Okay. Other questions people have asked me. What else have people asked me? The other one that came up the other day. How long does it take? How long does it take? So the course, the thing is, right, with the course is you pay once and then you have access forever. You keep the course forever, right? So how long does it take? It depends. Some students take 2 to 3 months. Some students take 6 months. Most students do the course in probably 3 or 4 months. But if you take a year or 2 years, that's fine, right? Absolutely fine. And in fact, you still have the course forever. So you can come back in 2 years' time in the future and still study. And you still have access to the live lessons, the private group, all of that, right? You have unlimited access forever. You pay one time and you get access forever. It's not a membership, right? The cost is $120, but that's one time. You don't pay each month, right? No. It's not a membership. The problem with memberships is that you pay each month, and when you stop paying, it cuts, you lose everything. With this course, you pay one time and you keep it forever. And you have access forever to the live lessons, 2 live lessons a month, to the Facebook group, to the speaking practice rooms. We have breakout rooms online. You practice speaking. You get access forever, right? So that the quick answer is you study at your own pace. You pay once and get the course forever. Most students, I would say, most students take 3 to 4 months, but you can take 2 years or more. It's up to you. Basically, that's the idea. It's completely up to you. Okay, that's the main thing. The price is 120 USD. 120 USD. That's the price on the website at the moment, but it's one payment. As I said, it's not every month. It's one payment forever, right? Access everything. You get, the access to the course, to the Facebook group, to all sorts for forever and ever and ever. All sorts. The Facebook group, the live lessons, and the practice rooms, right? How much is the gold course? There you go, $120. That's the question. What else is there? Okay, if I study your gold course, can I achieve band 7 now, 5.5? Ozebek, to go from a 5.5, I would say my course will help you go up 1 level. Okay. So I will say from 5.5, the course will take you to 6.5. Okay. And probably, you're going to need 3 or 4 months probably to go 5.5 to 6.5. Go step by step. Maybe after a year, you could reach band 7 with the course. Yes. But I would go step by step. Okay. Anything else? The price, people are asking the price, right? 120. Any other questions coming up? One-time payment is like a miracle. Well, yes, it is, but it's true. You just pay one time and then that's it, access forever. Which means, live lessons, 2 live lessons a month, each of them 2 hours. That's 4 hours over a year. That's like almost 50 hours of live lessons in a year, just 1 year. Huda, is it only speaking course or all 4 skills? It's a speaking course. So it's a speaking course that will improve your fluency, your it will improve your grammar, right? Pronunciation and vocabulary. So it's a speaking course, but includes all aspects of speaking. Including, so fluency, grammar. Oh, I'm typing too fast. Do excuse me. Vocabulary and pronunciation. Okay. It's not about writing or reading. Let's say that, okay? So it's a speaking course including fluency, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. But it's not about writing or reading. So it's not an IELTS writing or reading course. No. Okay. When will there be the discount? There is no discount at the moment, but possibly, well, if you're watching on YouTube, you do get a 10% discount. If you're on YouTube, just follow the YouTube click in the description and it does give you a 10% discount. Okay. Rafi, not a good idea. Easy English. Is it possible to get IELTS certificate towards your online training? So the online training has a Keith Speaking Academy certificate, but IELTS, you must do the IELTS test to get the IELTS certificate, right? Hidayah, we will have one-on-one speaking practice with you. No. Let's be clear. No. There is no one-on-one speaking practice with Keith. There is small group speaking practice with other students. Okay, so there's no one-on-one with Keith, but there is speaking group practice with the other students. So the speaking group practice with other students, after next week, it's going to be daily rooms you can enter online. There's normally 3 people in the group and you can practice for an hour together, okay? But not with me. No, just to be clear, Hidayah, thank you for the question. It's great. Junying, I assure you it's absolutely engaging and fascinating. Thank you, Junying, who's on the course as well. Thank you. Okay, good. So that's it. I mean, that's just a quick update about the course and some questions around it so that you're clear. What I was going to do, actually, I'm just going to take a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you a short video, a very short video that tells you about the course and answers some of these questions, just so that you're clear about it. It's also nice because I get a couple of minutes to have a drink and refresh. After this video, we will carry on with idioms. We're talking about the topic of friends. We're going to look at idioms and model answers, right, in a moment. But first of all, let me show you this video here. If you don't feel confident yet with your English speaking, then you are in the right place. The Gold course will develop your speaking skills in a fun way so that you can face the examiner with confidence and ace the IELTS speaking test. It focuses not only on exam strategy, but also on improving your overall speaking skills, taking them up to a whole new level. My name is Keith. I'm a Trinity College TESOL certified teacher and trainer. I also have a master's degree in digital education. I have over 20 years experience in international education, and I have been helping, over 40,000 students with my online courses, helping students develop their speaking skills so they can succeed in the IELTS speaking test. The Gold course is really simple. First, as soon as you join, you can start studying with the recorded video lessons. You can stop and start as you like, studying at your own pace whenever you have time to study. We have in the course exam strategy videos, over 100 model answers with part 1, model answers for part 2 also, and straight through lots of topics and questions for part 3 as well. In addition, the course is based on the Speaking Success System, which means that you will have follow 4 steps, right? You'll have try, discover, practice and build, which means in the practice stage, you get videos like this that will show you, or will have me forcing you to practice all the chunks from the model answers in lots of different ways so you really learn it deeply. You can download the PDFs as well, download the MP3 and listen as you go. This will help you learn much more deeply. In order to review the language, there are also quizzes like this one. And also there is a mini story for the part 1 topics. You can read, you can listen to it, you can enjoy it as well. You can even, there's a private podcast, you can listen to the whole thing in one go. If you want to download the book, you can just read that and enjoy your English as you're reviewing the language on the course. Second, you can now practice your speaking with other students on the Gold Course from all over the world in our breakout rooms. These are online, they are small rooms with 2 or 3 students, and you can practice all the time. All you do is you go into the course, you'll see the schedule there, you can choose a time that's convenient for you and a topic you're interested in, just press to join. You'll then sign into the platform that we use for this. And then there's an introductory video, tells you what's happening. The rounds are open and you go in and you start practicing with other students on the course. There are also questions that you can practice to build up your IELTS speaking technique. Thirdly, connect with others on the course. And you can do this by joining the private Facebook group that we have. Private community, at the moment it's on Facebook. And here you just go into the course, you click on to join the group. We'll admit you within about 48 hours, hopefully quicker. And once you're in there, you can start asking questions, sharing ideas, looking for support from other students, joining the breakout rooms. And of course, here we have our twice a month live lessons where you can engage with me for about 2 hours and engage with me, other students, learning all the language you need for a particular topic. Very fun, very engaging. You can also hear, if you miss it, it is recorded, and in the course, you can find over here all of the past live lessons. We've had 20 or 30 so far. Watch them, download the PDF, and review all the vocabulary, all the grammar, practice your pronunciation so that, well, you're developing your speaking skills, building your confidence all the way so you can face the IELTS examiner with confidence. I made this course for students of all nationalities around the world. It's for students really who are from intermediate level to upper intermediate. So anywhere from a band 5 up to band 6, band 7. We even have some 7.5s in the course, aiming for a band 8. It will be suitable for everybody. So listen, if you are struggling with your speaking skills and you want to become a confident speaker of English, then this course is for you. So what are you waiting for? Check it out. If you feel it's right for you, click on the link today and sign up, and you can start studying straight away. Begin your journey to get your band 7 or above. And here I am again. Okay. Excellent. Good. I hope that gives you a clear idea about the course and what's in there. The new thing that we've started are the breakout rooms where you can practice with other students. A few students are practicing on a regular basis, and it can be very, very beneficial. Clara says, don't underestimate practicing with other students. It immensely improved my speaking skills through developing confidence. What a lot of students say is it's amazing to meet other students around the world and understand different cultures, as well as practicing English as well. So it helps build confidence a lot. Some students say it's great listening to other students because you learn so much language from other students as well as your own mistakes. So it can be very, very beneficial as well. A comment here. Thanks, Teacher Keith. Because of your speaking video package, I got 7.5 in IELTS Speaking. Now I'm living in London. Yeah, a lot of students are using this to get their IELTS and travel abroad, immigration or studying abroad as well. Mei Wong, during the course, will I be corrected my bad grammar? A little. So you will be corrected in the live lesson, like today's live lesson, right? I sometimes make changes to people's comments and give feedback. So there's a little feedback, but there is no one-on-one class with me, so there's no direct feedback, right? Is the course just for IELTS exam, or will it help us develop our speaking in general? Oh, definitely help you develop your speaking in general. There are more and more students who are not IELTS students, but they are developing their speaking skills. That is the big focus. You can ignore the exam strategy videos and just work on developing your speaking skills, because that's how you succeed in IELTS. So that is the foundation. So absolutely, yes. Great. Just seeing if there's any other questions coming up. I'm going to carry on with the class in a moment. Great. We've got one from Mihwak. Thank you very much for your comment. Layla says, I'm able to understand all videos and movies because of Keith's courses. My score is 7 in listening. They are worth buying. Because when you're doing speaking, you improve listening as well. Yes. How many video lessons would there be? Oh, there are a lot. So part 1, I don't know. We're looking at how many video lessons? Probably 50, 60. I don't know the exact number, but there's a lot of video lessons. There's all the part 1s. There's about 15. There's part 2. There's about 20. Part 3, there's about 20. Then there's bonus part 1s. There's about 10. There's bonus part 3. There's about 4. There's a lot. Okay. Bite Girl, very good comment. Regarding the chat room, I heard somewhere, if the blind lead the blind, both will fall in the ditch. I totally disagree. You know, when students are practicing together, there is so much to learn. You don't normally learn mistakes from other students, right? You normally learn new vocabulary, new way of saying things, how to be a stronger communicator. You build your confidence. You get to speak to people from India, Vietnam, Pakistan, Poland, Brazil, France, Italy. You're learning such a deep cultural knowledge, and the experience to build your confidence. It's invaluable. It really is. Maybe there's 1 or 2 mistakes you pick up, but fall into the ditch. No. I think you're climbing to the top of the mountain. Really. Right. Good. Milaka says, I'm in this course. I recommend all of you. Thank you, Milaka. Great. Okay. Is it suitable for students who are at the very beginning of this IELTS journey? If your speaking ability is a band 5 or above, yes. Okay. If your speaking is good, but you're new to IELTS, it's perfect. I mean, the course will tell you about IELTS evaluation, IELTS strategy, IELTS tips and techniques. Absolutely. But you need a minimum level of English, intermediate, band 5 IELTS, let's say B1 on the CEFR level as a minimum. Yes. Okay, great. Miss Bar, how can I join with your institution on the internet? Go to the Keith Speaking Academy. Miss Bar, the Keith Speaking Academy.com. That's the website down there. You can also follow me on Facebook, but the Keith Speaking Academy is the place to go. Right, good. I don't want to spend too much time here on this. I know we've covered a lot about the course, but if you've got more questions, do ask in the comment, and I will try to answer them later. Okay. So idioms. Let's talk about idioms. I love idioms. We're on. If you're just arriving, right? Just to remind you, we are on the topic of friends here. We're talking about friends. We're going to look at idioms and a model answer in the next part of the class. So, let me come over here. Idioms to talk about friends. So the following idiomatic expressions can be used to talk about friends. They all mean to have a very good relationship. So the following all mean to have a very good relationship. We get on like a house on fire. Why? Why is that a good thing, right? I mean, come on, a house on fire is a terrible thing. But here with a relationship, it's like, I think the idea is this, right? A house on fire. If you've seen a house on fire, bam, there's a flame that grows, and then the next flame grows, and the flame grows bigger and bigger. So if you imagine two people, two friends talking, and they like each other, and they go ba 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 ba, and this one ba 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 ba, and they get so excited and so happy, like a house on fire. That's how to imagine it, right? The speech and the energy are like the flames. We get on like a house on fire. Means we get on very well. We have a good relationship, right? We just click. So click is like that. Click the switch. I have. If you have a remote control, you can click the switch. So we just click means we just connect. To click, to connect. Sometimes you have like the floor panel just clicks together. We just connect. We click. We're on the same wavelength. So this means to have a good relationship, right? So the wavelength, if you imagine the radio wave going bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, right? If the wave is like that, and there are two waves going together, two people on the same wavelength, then they are thinking the same, they're doing the same, we're on the same wavelength, means we are thinking the same. So good friends are on the same wavelength. You can use that in a meeting when somebody has an idea in a meeting and you say, oh, I have the same idea. We're on the same wavelength, right? So it can mean just for that one idea, we're thinking alike, okay? We get on famously. I love this. We get on famously just means we get on very well, like a famous person. Hey, right? We get on famously. I get on famously with Jack. He's my bosom buddy, my bosom friend. Okay. There is one more you can say, which is we speak the same language. Now, this doesn't mean you speak the same language. It doesn't mean you both speak English or you both speak Spanish, but it means you both think in the same way. So when I say something, you understand me, right? That's what it means. It's the kind of, I don't know, the language that friends understand, right? I don't know, when a friend says, oh, it's hot in here, and the other friend goes, okay, I'll open the window. The other friend understands what he's saying, right? He doesn't, sometimes somebody says, oh, it's hot in here. Oh, really? Yeah, can you open the window? Oh, yeah, okay. But a friend understands exactly what you mean, right? You speak the same language. So another way to say you have a good relationship is we speak the same language. So all of those over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to say we have a good relationship. Let's have a look. Similarly, we can say, if you know somebody, I'll do this down here. If you know somebody very well, I know them very well. I know him or her back to front. I know them back to front. This expression comes from clothes. I need to find clothes. Wait a minute. Let me find some clothes. Fortunately, my office doubles as a clothes wardrobe. Oh, that's not going to work. What will work? This will work. Right. Everyone's thinking, where's he going? Jumper? I wear my jumper. But if I wake up in the morning a bit tired and a bit fuzzy and I put my jumper on like that, it's back to front. It's not right? It's back to the front. Front to the back to front. So also we have expressions back to front, inside out, upside down. Upside down is where the upside is down. And so, you're never going to wear a jumper like that. But little children do sometimes. Babies do. So what am I talking about? I know him back to front. So to say you know somebody very well, you know them back to front. I know them inside out. I know them like the back of my hand. Means I know them very well. I mean, they're just great expressions, right? They're related to clothes, but what a great way to say you know somebody very well. Similarly, we talked about speaking the same language. You can say, she reads me like a book. She knows what I am thinking. So she knows exactly what I'm thinking. She reads me like a book. It means it's easy to read my face and to understand what I mean. So lovely ways to talk about knowing people very well and talk about friends. It may be that sometimes you don't agree with your friends, right? And the following show that you may not always agree. That sometimes happens. Whoops. You can say, you don't see eye to eye. Or how about we? We don't see eye to eye, meaning that we don't agree. We may not agree. We don't see eye to eye. Sometimes we're on the opposite sides of the fence or different sides of the fence. The fence is in the middle. I'm here. You're here. We disagree. We're in with different ideas, right? Sometimes we're on opposite sides of the fence. That's it. Some great expressions, nice idioms to help you talk about having a good relationship, knowing somebody well, and maybe actually disagreeing sometimes with a friend. I have to tidy up later. Great. Let me see how you're doing. Can we use these idioms for partner, wife, or husband? Yes, absolutely, Novita. Yes. Fise from Ethiopia, welcome. Nice to see you. What is a suitable idiom when friends changing the enemies in the blink of an eye? In blinks of an eye. So, okay. First of all, Mohsen, yeah, in the blink of an eye. It's a really good phrase, right? In the blink of an eye means very quickly. So when a friend becomes an enemy in the blink of an eye, so when the friend becomes the enemy, I think in the singular, right? In the enemy. When friends become the enemy in the blink of an eye. A suitable idiom when friends become the enemy in the blink of an eye. I don't know. I'm spending all this time with your correction, but I'm not sure. Friend becomes an enemy. To fall out. We fell out. We are on opposite sides of the fence, right? As in up here. We are on opposite sides of the fence, yeah? Means we disagree. It could mean that you've become enemies, yeah? Okay. Can I use these idioms for relationships? Yes, they are for relationships as well, yes. Zona says, my husband reads me like a book. You have a good husband, Zona. Keep hold of him. Don't let him go. Okay, lovely. Let's switch for a moment. We were looking at idioms. I'm going to move on to look at a model answer. We've got a little bit of time. Model answer here for one of the questions. And let me show you which question it is, okay? Here, IELTS speaking discussion. Okay, do you have many friends? That's a question. I want you to listen to the answer, okay, and tell me how many friends he has. Very simple, right? It's a short answer. Listen to the answer and just in the chat box, just type how many friends he has. Okay. So the question asked is, do you have many friends? Let me find the answer. Where's the video? I've got so many things happening here. Here's the video. Here we go. Let's go. Do I have many friends? Well, I know a lot of people, but I would call the vast majority of them acquaintances. To be honest, I only have a handful of close friends, and then only one or two who I click with, and maybe people who know me inside out. Of course, friendships are really important, and I don't think it matters how many friends you have, so long as you have someone to turn to and share the good times and the bad times with. Right. How many friends? Okay, I'll wait a moment for you to make a comment. How many friends? So that was the question, right? How many friends does he have? I'll play it again, and you can, again, I'll just give you a moment. You can write down your answer in the chat. Let me go one more time. Do I have many friends? Well, I know a lot of people, but I would call the vast majority of them acquaintances. To be honest, I only have a handful of close friends, and then only one or two who I click with, and maybe people who know me inside out. Of course, friendships are really important, and I don't think it matters how many friends you have, so long as you have someone to turn to and share the good times and the bad times with. Excellent. Good. Mads says, handful of close friends. One or two. One or two. Isa, one or two. One or two. Lucy, one or two. Aha. Napapash, handful of close friends. Right. One or two. 1/2. Handful. 2 close friends. Right, a lot of answers. 4 or 5. Okay, so it's a difficult question to answer. I'm going to give you the answer that I have, right? How many friends does he have? How many friends does he have? A handful of close friends. Okay. He does say lots of friends, but he says actually those are acquaintances, and acquaintances are not really friends. So how many friends? A handful. We don't know exactly how many, but he does say 1 or 2 that I click with, that I get on very well with, who know me very well. So 1 or 2. So either of those answers is fine. A handful or 1 or 2. I think the best answer is probably a handful of close friends. Let's watch again And I want you just to make a note of any useful phrases. You can just type them in the chat box. Any useful phrases that you see. I'm going to add subtitles here, so that will help you with your spelling as well. Let's watch a final time and just make a note of any useful phrases. Do I have many friends? Well, I know a lot of people, but I would call the vast majority of them acquaintances. To be honest, I only have a handful of close friends, and then only one or two who I click with, and maybe people who know me inside out. Of course, friendships are really important, and I don't think it matters how many friends you have, so long as you have someone to turn to and share the good times and the bad times with. Right. Okay, good. Let's see. John says, handful of friend, but only one has you click with. Handful of friends, but only one you click with. Without the has, John. Yeah. Handful of friends with an S, because it's a handful, but it's friends. So you have a handful, but there's lots of fingers, but only one you click with. Right. A handful of close friends, maftunas, right? Not frienda. Most, you are nicer without the beard. Thank you. Monica, I have to go. No worries. Gladys, a handful of close friends. Zena, Haddad, nice to see you. Let's see. Close friends, two close friends. I have a circle of friends. Vast majority, great, meaning the bigger number, the vast majority. The vast majority, great. To be honest is a good expression in there. Yep, to be honest. Click with, who I click with. Yep. Mao says, so long as. Great. Excellent. Good. Okay, you've picked up on most of the expressions. Just to show you, well, I know a lot of people, but I would call the vast majority. That's really good, right? So that's most of them. Let me just make that clear for you. Acquaintances, useful to know. To be honest is a good expression. To be honest, I only have a handful of close friends, and then only one or two who I click with. Who I click with, or whom I click with would be better probably. People who know me inside out, right? People who know me very well. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters, followed by a question word. I don't think it matters how many. I don't think it matters when. I don't think it matters why, right? So that's a good expression, meaning it's not important, right? So long as, meaning on the condition that, provided that, you have someone to turn to. So to turn to is to, literally to turn to, but idiomatically means someone to talk to, somebody you can go to and talk to. Right? It is idiomatic to go and talk to. So turn to is, it means to turn, but idiomatically to go and talk to. Share the good times and the bad times. Okay. Excellent. Good. So there's lots of language there. Lots of very, very interesting language. With this video, of course, you can come back later on YouTube. You can watch again. It is recorded. You can watch again and again and again, many, many times. Right. Okay. What's next? Our final activity today is Kahoot. We're going to finish with a game of Kahoot. It's a very simple game. Like here, it's good if you've got a phone. You can download the app, the Kahoot app, and you have to choose red, green, yellow, or whatever color. Red, blue, yellow, green. Choose the correct answer, okay? We're going to play together. We're going to test you on the words we've been learning today. I will just set this up. Give me a moment. And I'll just get this ready. That's interesting. Okay. Excellent. Let me come over here. I'm going to show you where we are. We're going to play in the classic mode. Get ready to join. So you need to go to www.kahoot.it. Right? Go to kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and put in your name and the PIN 2336027. 2336027. Okay. Right, we've got Milav is the first one in. Well done. So do remember, you need to stay with me watching here because I'll show you the questions, and then on Kahoot.it you just choose the right answer. I will read the answers out from red, blue, yellow, green. I'll read them out for you, okay? Don't worry if you can't get in to Kahoot. You can put your answer in the chat as well. That's fine. I can see it. But let's see. We've got lots of people joining. I'll just give you a minute to join before we start, okay? No. What are you doing? Don't do that. Why does it do that? That's strange. My software. Okay, just a couple of seconds to join. We've got 80 plus people. Okay, guys, we're going to begin. Let's start up. We're going to start right now. And here we go. First question. Let's begin. Friends. Which is the odd one out? Buddy, acquaintance, mate, or pal? Okay, which is the odd one out? Meaning which one is different? Buddy, acquaintance, mate, or pal? You've got 30 seconds to give your answer, okay? Ahmad Ali, thank you for your comment. And Moshe, thank you so much. Right. Oh, not bad. Not bad. 25 got acquaintances. 11 people said buddy. I'm wondering if you're thinking buddy because it's American. But the real difference is acquaintance is somebody you know, but not a friend. And all the others are friend. Buddy, mate, pal means friend. Okay. So Aya is at the top. Ni second. Coconut. Music third place. Well done. Here we go. Question number 2. When times got difficult, she didn't help me. I'd say she was a blank weather friend. Bad, stormy, fair, or nice? When times got difficult, she didn't help me. I'd say she was a blank weather friend. Bad, stormy, fair, or nice? Well done, Janaya. Got the good answer. We've got, just about right. Fair weather friend, right? 25 of you got. You can say a bad friend, but not a bad weather friend. It's funny, right? Because it sounds like a bad weather friend is somebody who doesn't help. But actually, the expression is a fair weather friend. The idea that when the weather is fair, is good, they are a friend. But when the weather changes, boom, they disappear. A fair weather friend, right? Not a very good friend, really. Let's see where we are. Is Aya? Oh no. Oh, not only Aya, everybody has changed. Look at that. Milav has shot up to the top. Felix is taken second place. Jean has stolen third place. And Maujinza is the highest climber. Question number 3. On Saturdays, I tend to catch blank with my friend Martin. The answer: on, out, in, up. On Saturdays, I tend to catch blank with my friend Martin. On, out, in, or up. On, out, in, or up. What do you do with my friend Martin? What do I do with my friend Martin? Apart from play tennis, I tend to catch. And the answer is up. Fantastic. 36 people got up. Excellent. I'm so pleased to see that, right? Catch on means to understand. Catch out means to trap somebody. Catch in doesn't mean anything at all. But catch up with, right? To meet up and to talk about the latest news. Excellent. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like now. Milav, Felix and Jean are holding strong. Well done. Blur 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 has a streak with 3 correct answers. It's the final question. Michael is my best friend. We just tick, click, pick, trick. Michael is my best friend. We just tick, click, pick, or trick. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think? Oh, I'm so pleased to see that. We just click. Excellent. 45 of you got it. Tick is interesting. 6 people said tick. There is an expression, what makes you tick, meaning what do you like? What makes you interested in things? So you can say learning French makes me tick. Learning languages makes me tick, right? I really enjoy that. But that's to make someone tick. But here we're talking about we click. I click with John, right? Or we both click. We just click. Excellent. 45 of you did really, really well. Let's find out the final results. Third place. Felix, well done. Second. Jean, well done. And who do you think? It's Milav. Well done indeed. Oh, I love it. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Fantastic. Very, very, very nice. Congratulations to Milav. And well done, the rest of you, for, staying awake for 2 hours. That's not an easy task. I realize it's a tall order, but you've done really, really well. Thank you so much for staying with me and for learning and studying with me. Today, we've talked about the topic of friends, right? We've been looking at vocabulary. In particular, we looked at the word family, the noun, friend, friendship, the adjective friendly. We looked at collocations like a bosom friend, a close friend, a handful of friends. We've also today looked at, thank you guys, we've looked at activities with friends, things like hanging out, catching up with friends and other activities that you tend to do. We've been listening and practicing your bingo skills. No, we've been doing bingo and practicing your listening skills and enjoying that. We've had some different questions and answers about the gold course, trying to explain more who it's for, and that really it is for intermediate and above students, so a band 5, 6 or 7. It's good for all of those levels. You pay once and you keep the course forever. You get unlimited access to the practice speaking rooms, to the Facebook group, and the live lessons for $120, one payment. If you click the link on YouTube, it's a 10% discount. Great. If you want to find out more, do go and check out the keithspeakingacademy.com, right? That's my website. Have I got it here? I should have, shouldn't I? I will put it up in a moment, the Keith Speaking Academy, right? And that will tell you all about the gold course. You can go to the website and discover it. But also today we've looked at some great idioms to be on the same wavelength, meaning that you just click. You get on like a house on fire. We've also had a model answer today about not how many friends you have, but friends, what do you do with your friends? What do you get up to with your friends? And we've finished on Kahoot, and that's it for today. Lovely. The final word is with you guys. The final word is Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very, very much. Keith, thank you so much. See you next week on Facebook. Yes, Natalia, is in the gold course. So next week we have a live lesson in the gold course. Josh says, thank you very much. Thank you. Great. Lovely to see you here. Hind as well. I enjoyed your learning. Thank you. It was great to have you here as well. Mohsen, thank you so much. You attract people. That's very, very nice. Fatima, that's also very, very nice. Julia, we're on the same page. We are on the same wavelength, on the same page. Masood, thank you. Thank you for joining me, everybody. It's been a ball. I've really enjoyed it. I've had a whale of a time. If you're taking IELTS this month or next month, I wish you the very best of luck. And listen, take care. And the next live lesson on YouTube will be at the beginning of August, because it's once a month. So the next one is actually going to be on the 3rd of August, right? The public live lesson will be next on the 3rd of August, because we have them just on the first Thursday of each month. So the 3rd of August for the next public live lesson. Great. Thanks, guys. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music and take care. All the best. I'm just editing the PDF that I will put on the website very, very soon. So if you want the PDF from today's lesson, just go out onto the website, the Keith Speaking Academy. You'll see it over there. Just go to the free live lessons right up there, and you'll be able to get the PDF later from today's lesson. But I just need about an hour to get that done. Rafi, if the examiner doesn't know these idioms, they shouldn't be an examiner. Yes, we're finished. Ningtong. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.